They're off to race over 7 furlongs. Little slow from the stalls, perhaps by design. Prepense with a pink cap, but she quickly moves to race in touch. Spring Dawn last early on in the Godolphin silks of royal blue, as Ortar in a black jacket leads them at the end of a furlong. To the white-faced Britannica over on the far side, tracked there by Shular in the yellow silks, Willow Tree yellow with a white cap, and Decipher in the Sangster silks, the royal blue sleeves. Meanwhile, Prepense is racing a couple of lengths off Ortar as they migrate towards the far rail this time. Widest from it is Time's Eye in the cherry jacket, Queen's Award in the light blue racing towards the rear of the field with the held-up Spring Dawn. So approaching halfway, Britannica against the far rail, wider from it, Ortar in the black silks, the leading pair. Then Shular just shading third to Prepense, pink cap poised alongside Time's Eye. Willow Tree and Decipher next, Spring Dawn being finessed through the field in the royal blue as they pass the bushes. Queen's Award on the right is ridden along. Downhill at this point, Prepense now beginning to inch closer, moves through to challenge Britannica. Out wide, Time's Eye's running a big race, makes a line of 3. Ascending now for the last furlong. Prepense just nosing ahead to Time's Eye. Britannica, Spring Dawn running on, moves into 4th. Prepense has got first run on the field. Britannica is sticking to the task. Spring Dawn is running on late. Prepense being nudged out to make sure, doing enough. A Craven Day hat-trick for more. Prepense, promising effort from Spring Dawn, closing all the way to the line. Britannica in 3rd, Time's Eye 4th.
Impressive stuff from Prepense. 15-8 favourite scores. Treble on the day for Ryan Moore. Double for Sir Michael Stoute. Winner for Juddmonte. 2nd Spring Dawn 13-2. 3rd Britannica at 9-4. Ryan Moore on fire. And this filly looks at a different type to the one that saw her beaten a very short odds, prohibitive short odds last time at Chester. Maybe she's just needed the time to strengthen up. She still looks like she's learning. She carried her head high. It wasn't exactly clear what Ryan Moore was asking her to do, in her mind at least. But when she got the message, she went readily clear. And while the runner-up has made it interesting, she was away and gone.
It's been a treble for Ryan Moore here on the last day of the Craven meeting. Let's skip through them. Garris, now, is that the best you've ever seen him? He seemed to really drive down the dip really nicely.
He was very good in Deauville last year. He won a group race and ran well in the Maurice de Geest. He's been a lovely horse for a long time, and I remember riding him as a 2-year-old for Jeremy and early as a 3-year-old, and Charlie's done a great job keeping him going, and he's a pleasure to ride. In Group 3 races, he's always very effective.
There was no pace in that race, would it be fair?
No, there was no pace. It was everyone trying to do the same thing, and he got a nice toe and quickened up very well. He just pulled up me the last 100 yards, but I'm very happy with him.
Prior to that, you rode the newcomer Passenger, who won the Wood Ditton. Now, he was quite green and noisy in the paddock, but once you got on board, he seemed to get better. How was he from the point that you were on board?
No, that's right. He was only given a shout when he was in here, but once I was on him, he was all business, and he done everything very, very smoothly. And I couldn't fault what he done today. It was a good first run from him.
And would you be stepping up from a mile to about 10 with him?
Yeah, I'd say 10 wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. And then you've just managed Prepense to get off the market the 3rd time of asking. Obviously, she's had a bit of wind surgery. She still doesn't look the most straightforward. Is that her? Did the track, not really help?
She's a bit fresh, and she does a few things wrong, but she's got an engine, and when she starts doing everything correctly, she'll get better. She's a very well balanced filly, good moving filly, but big open track, probably not ideal, but she's got talent. Hopefully she'll go on.
Ryan, thanks for your thoughts.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Penultimate race on the card, British EBF